Hi, welcome to the channel. Today I want to show you how to install an Ethernet connector on a Cat6 cable. And not just any Ethernet connector. I'm using a 3-piece connector that makes sure that the twisted pairs are twisted so that you get the most maximum speed in your internet connections. So I've seen some other videos that show you how to do this. They seem to go really fast and they don't show you the tips and tricks that I'm going to show you in my video that I learned to do it. And my video is going to be particularly good if you're older and your hands don't work as good as they used to and your eyesight isn't as good, because it's going to give you some advantages over that a young guy might not need for doing this. Let's get into the video and I'll show you first the connector that I'm using, and then I'll show you some of my tricks, and we'll put together the connector. I've already got the one end on here, but we'll put one on here and then we're going to test it. Make sure we did a good job and we're successful. And that'll be good proof to you that I know what I'm doing. So the parts are really small for these connectors. And I'm using a 3-piece connector. And this is the first part called the spacer that we're going to put on. And this spacer makes sure that our twisted pairs stay twisted and they're the right distance from the rest of the connector. And that's going to make sure that we get the highest speeds that we can get out of our Ethernet lines. The second part is called the load bar, or the wire guide. And that's this little part here. The third part is the actual connector. And the first thing we're going to do when we start putting this together is we're going to add the rubber boot. And you want to remember to do this first. So I'm going to do it right now to make sure I don't forget. So I've got everything here that I need to make up a connection. I've got my wire stripper. I got my crimper for crimping the end on. I got some nice sharp cutters, little scissors that we're going to use. And we'll be configuring the 8 wires for T568B connection. And here's the guide that shows you exactly how the colors go. So we already got our rubber boot on here. So the first step is going to be to strip this wire. We don't want to score the wire underneath. If any of these wires get scored at all, you have to start over again. And you have to strip the wire farther back and start over. Because any little nick on any of these wires is going to cause you to not have a good connection. So the first thing I found that helped me out was these nitrile gloves, little grippers on them. Helped me really get a hold of the wires. I was making a bunch of connections, so the wires helped my fingers from getting so sore, and I was able to grip the wire. The second trick, this jeweler's magnifier, Velcroed a little headlamp onto. And I've also got my bright LED light set up here in the garage so that I'm already lit up good, but I'm going to light up even more with my headlamp so I can really see what I'm doing. Like I said, this is really good for anybody, but especially if you're older. I've got my 4 twisted pairs and I stripped my wire and I'm checking just to make sure that nothing's scored. And I checked them real good with my jeweler's magnifier and we're good to go. So one of the things this spacer allows me to do is to start getting these wires in order right away. I'm going to get my brown and white over here. I'm going to get my orange and white over here. My green and white is going to go down below and my blue and white is going to go up above. Before I start untwisting these, to do the rest of the connection, I'm going to install my spacer. The spacer has 2 holes, 2 openings. So we're going to take the orange and white and the brown and white are going to go through the 2 openings in the spacer. And I'm going to slide that down. I'm going to have my blue and white on top and my green and white on the bottom. Now that I got the spacer on, I can start unraveling and flattening out these twisted pairs. You take a piece of the housing from your Cat6 cable and stick that on the end. That's an easy way to start getting these untwisted. Everything's small here, so it's good if you have some tricks for getting a hold of this stuff. Found the best way to straighten these out, just kind of grab them, pull them, and curve them back. And this straightening out process is key to getting this done. If you don't do this, you're not going to get these 8 wires in the 8 little holes. So now I've got my brown and white. Now I need my green. I need my blue and white. I need my blue wire. So now we can't have them all uneven like this, so we got to cut them off. So this crimper tool is pretty nice. It can strip the wire. It can crimp a couple different size connectors, and it also can cut the wires off. And it does a real nice job of cutting these wires real straight. So I'm going to get these in here, get them lined up just the right way, and we'll cut them off. There we go. That's a nice straight cut. And then we're going to try to get this load bar on. There's 8 little holes in this load bar. So the bevel wants, if I'm looking at the wires, brown and white, the bevel wants to go up the way I'm looking at it. Before I slide my load bar down any farther, I want to make sure I got my colors in the right order. Got my brown, brown and white, green, blue and white, blue, green and white, orange and white. Now we just need to work this load bar farther down. Now you can see I've got the spacer and the load bar on, and inside that spacer you can see those twisted pairs are twisted as far as they can be twisted and still make a connection. And that's important, and that twisted pair being twisted all that way is going to be really important to getting those speeds. So I got to tell you that when that load bar goes on and all those wires are in the right order going through those 8 little holes, it's kind of a little miracle. Now the next step with our 3-piece connector is we want to trim these off as close to the end of the load bar as we can. And these little cutters I borrowed from my wife that she uses for jewelry, little channel lock cutters, little high quality cutter, do a really good job of it. That's how we want it. I mentioned that there's a little bevel on this load bar. The bevel on the load bar is going to fit right onto that bevel here in the plug. And we're just going to put them together and shove that in there so it's home all the way. Now that we got this connector in all the way, everything's put together, now we got to crimp it. So we're going to take our RJ45 hole on our crimper tool, shove that right in, just like that. I like to hold it in tight, give it a squeeze. Now that's a permanent connector. Now I got both ends on, I can test it with my little tester here. This is the PoE 300M tester that came in a kit. I'll have links in the description for all the stuff I got here. And this actually comes apart. So this is pretty awesome because when I installed my network, I didn't know which wire went to which room from my closet, my media closet, and I was able to hook one end of this to the wire with the connector that I just put on, and I was able to use this other end with a jumper on it to test my wall outlets to figure out which wire went to which room and to make sure that they were put together right and was a good connection. So anyways, but we can also use this 2-part. Just leave it together like that, and we can test this. Just switch this thing on, and we're going to know pretty quick what kind of a quality connection I made. So there we go. That's what happens when you got a good connection. You get all eight bars. That's pretty cool. Well, hopefully if you're going to try to put connectors together, try the 3-piece. If you're older, get yourself the jeweler's magnifier. Do like I did, put the little headlamp on it. You may have one sitting around. I had this one from a long time ago. Just stuck that on there. You're going to use the T568B connector more than likely. This is going to be what you have in your house. It's the most common. I'll leave, like I said, I'll leave a link for this kit that'll really help you out. It comes with this, and something else, connectors. I didn't use the connectors that came with it. I bought the 3-piece. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you got anything out of the video, hit that thumbs up. Think about subscribing. There's going to be a video coming up for you to check out at the end screen. Check that one out. That's the video where I installed my network. And check that video out, and I will see you on the next one. And don't forget, on Muddy Ruttzz, the best is yet to come.